Tight hamstrings can cause back pain, knee pain, and postural problems, but the good news is the fix is simpler than you think. In this video, Ella, a qualified physiotherapist, will show you the best hamstring stretches, standing, seated, and lying down, so you can work with whatever position suits you best and actually makes lasting progress.
A great exercise I'm going to show now is a straight leg raise. So if you want to get into the seated position on the floor, keeping the chest tall, so about a 90-degree angle from the legs to the chest. I want you to keep the legs nice and straight and lift one leg at a time. Good, just a slight lift, holding that leg for around 5 to 10 seconds in that top position. Feeling the tension build on the front of the leg there. Can you feel it?
I can,
Good.
yeah.
And then down. So try not to lean backwards, that's a little bit of a cheat.
Okay.
And so then lift the other leg, good. Brill, can you feel it more there? Good. Holding for 5 to 10 seconds and then release. Back up.
And which muscles is this working, Ella?
So it's working the quads and the hip flexors.
Okay.
So when you isometrically hold it, which is holding it still, it's really, really building tension in that leg. So strengthen the leg, strengthen the hip flexors. Good.
And
then release.
10 in total on each leg?
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
10 on each. This exercise is the glute bridge. It's a strengthening exercise. So if you want to make your way towards the mat, we'll put the back onto the mat, lifting the heels towards the bum so that the knees are about 90 degrees. From here, I want you to lift the hips in line with the knees and the shoulders. And how you do this, you contract the glutes. So bring the glutes together, bringing the hips up in line with the knees and the shoulders, holding it there for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then slowly lowering the spine down to the mat.
Okay.
Key here is that I don't want to see arching with the spine, so I'll show you a bad rep. If I'm bringing my spine up instead of lifting, just in line with the knees, hips and shoulders.
Okay, and I should be feeling this right in here, right, Ella?
Yeah, right in the glutes.
Okay.
So just here and then lowering it down.
And Ella, should I be feeling anything in my lower back?
So you shouldn't feel too much in the lower back. It's okay to feel a little bit of discomfort, but if that's the main source of the ache and the burn from this exercise is coming from the lower back, then that means we aren't contracting the glutes enough.
Okay.
So if you are feeling it in the lower back, concentrate on bringing those two bum cheeks together, almost acting as if there's a grape between the bum cheeks and you are squeezing that grape.
Okay.
Good, and down. Perfect. Can you feel it more in the glutes now, James?
I can, yeah. How many of these exercises should I do, Ella?
I want you to do 10 to 15 of those, holding the top range for 3 seconds before lowering it down.
Okay.
Good.
That's great.
Good. And down. Brill. So we're going to show clamshells.
Okay.
So if you want to go down into the side lying position. Good. Forearm onto the floor, perpendicular to the body. Curl the legs up slightly so that you've got about a 90 degrees flexion of the knee, so a bent knee. Keeping the feet together, I want you to rotate the knee upwards towards the ceiling, keeping the toes together and the feet so that you feel a contraction in the glute. In the bum there, good. Keeping the knee in that top position for around 10 seconds before lowering it down towards the bottom knee.
Okay, and it should be a very slow, controlled movement, right?
Yes, very slow and controlled, but keep the breathing also very controlled. Don't hold the breath.
And Ella, I'm feeling it just there, is that right?
That's perfect, James. That's where I want you to feel it.
Okay.
So I want you to lift the knee with the contraction of the glute.
Okay.
I want you to feel the squeeze off the bum in that top position. Good. Before lowering it, stacking it onto the lower knee.
Okay.
To make this harder, we can add a band. So got one here for you.
Okay, that's great.
So I want you to place the band just above the knee.
And that's really important. It should be above the knee rather than on the knee joint itself. You never want it around the knees themselves.
No, on the muscly bit there, the muscle belly. Back into that position, feet stacked, knees stacked, and then lifting that top knee. Good. Feeling the squeeze in the bum. Can you feel that?
I can, yeah.
Good. 3, 2, 1, before lowering it down to that bottom leg.
And how many of these should we try to do, Ella?
So I would aim for 15 reps of these, 15-ish. If you can't get there, 10's okay, but I would do 15.
And on each side, I assume?
Yeah, 15 on both legs.
That's great.
So a lovely stretch we could do for our hamstring in lying, James, is one where we put our backs towards the floor, grab an object like a dressing gown robe, belt or a towel, or if you have a yoga rope at home, you just put that around the toes, so around the base of the foot, keeping the leg long, bringing that leg towards the body and feeling the stretch in the back of the leg there.
Yep.
Can you feel that? Perfect. And holding that for 10 to 15 seconds. Good. Before relaxing that down to the pencil position.
Okay.
Perfect.
And how many of these should I do on each leg, Ella?
So I would do 10 per leg. Again, holding the stretch for 10 to 15 seconds. Good. And then back down.
Okay. To make it harder, is there anything I could do?
So to make it harder, you could bring the leg even closer to the body, so increasing that angle at which you pull in. Can you feel it harder? But that is too much for me.
Yeah, this is more difficult.
Yeah. And you can end up bending the knee, so that's cheating.
Okay. So you want this leg to be as straight as possible. With this leg, is there anything I should be doing? Should it be coming up off the floor or should it be staying down on the floor?
So I want your leg, the bottom leg, to stay onto the floor. And keeping the pelvis, both sides of the pelvis on the floor as well. So if you end up going like this, I don't want you to do that. I want you to keep the bottom leg supported on that floor at all times.
Okay, that's great.
So a lovely stretch we can do for our hamstring in seated, James, is one where we grab the chair, just nice and natural, just wherever the hands lie. Lifting one leg up, so extending at the knee, keep the toes facing towards the ceiling above you, and then kind of bringing that torso down towards the thigh, and you can feel a stretch in that behind the leg there. Good. And then bring your chest up, relax the knee down, holding that stretch for 10 seconds and changing the leg. Good. Bringing the torso forwards, feeling the stretch behind the leg there.
Yeah, and you might find that you don't even need to bring the torso forwards that far.
Yeah.
I'm just bringing it forward very slightly, and I've got very tight hamstrings, but I can really feel it there.
Good.
How many of these should we do on each leg, Ella?
So 10 per leg.
10 per leg. Okay.
Yeah. Good. And back down.
Great.
So now I'm going to show the standing hamstring stretch. So if you just want to stand chest towards the wall in front of you, bring one leg forwards, just about one step width in front, and then bringing that pelvis towards the wall behind you, keeping the leading legs straight, no bending that leading leg. And the leg that's behind the body, I want there to be a slight bend in the knee, and you can feel the stretch on that straight leg there.
Yeah, it's just going down the back of the leg.
Perfect, yeah.
And I'm going to sweep my hand slightly forward and then just come up. And it's quite a dynamic stretch in some ways, taking my time going down, sweeping the hand slightly forward and then coming up.
Good. So I would do around 10 on one leg and then 10 on the other. So let's show the other leg just for demonstration purposes. Stepping forward with that other leg and then sweeping back, keeping the leading leg straight.
Now it's tempting to lock this knee back, but I would say you don't want to do that.
No.
You just want to keep it in a reasonably neutral position, not hyperextending the knee here. The other thing people could do, Ella, is to hold it in a fixed position. Do you mind showing that?
Yeah, of course. So same position that we're stood in now, but I want you to bring those hips back, keep the arms kind of dangling just naturally over the body. And what you could do to make the stretch even more intense is with that leading leg, bring the toes towards the face, and you'll feel that the calf gets involved as well.
Yeah.
Good. And then bringing it back down.
How many of these should we do in total?
10 of those for me, James.
Okay,
Yeah.
brilliant. That's great.
So I'm going to show you a stretch for the hamstrings, and this is called a hip hinge.
Okay.
So from the standing position, you can put your arms onto the hips. I want you to aim to push the pelvis towards the wall behind you, bending the knees slightly, a little bit more, good. And you'll feel a big stretch from the bum all the way to the posterior knee, so the knee behind you. Holding it there, 10 to 15 seconds. Keep the gaze towards the floor.
Okay.
Keep the neck in line with the head, the spine. Good. And then bringing it back to the standing position.
Okay, great. And should I just be imagining, so my knees have got a slight bend and I'm pushing my bum backwards towards that back wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's about pushing your hips backwards rather than downwards. It's not a squat.
Okay.
It's pushing the hips back and feeling that stretch.
I can
on
really
the
feel it
hamstring.
down the hamstrings.
Good.
How many of these should I do, Ella?
I want you to do 10 to 15 of these.
Okay.
Again, holding for 10 to 15 seconds as well.
Okay.
Good. And then up.
To make it easier, is there anything I could do at all?
So just work within your range, whether that means keeping the torso a little bit more upright.
Okay.
So if you can only reach there, that's okay.
Yeah.
Holding it there for 10 to 15 seconds before bringing the chest
Okay.
up.
And I noticed that when I go down into this position, and obviously I'm just hinging at the hips, and I go slightly further forward, I can feel more of a pull down my
An
hamstrings.
intense stretch, yeah.
And it's just a really subtle movement, but worth probably pointing.
Very effective, yeah.
Great. If any of these exercises significantly increase your pain, stop. A little muscle fatigue is normal, but sharp or worsening pain means you should stop. If your symptoms are getting worse, you notice numbness, tingling, or weakness, don't rely on this video. Please see your own healthcare provider.
This video is for general education only, and it is not a replacement for being seen by your own healthcare practitioner. If you found this video helpful, then why not watch this video next?